beings.
And welcome to Sirs.
I hope all of y'all are doing well. Sadly, one of our members couldn't be here with us today due to a back injury.
We should take her to the spring in the Grotto of Massavale.
Speaking of which, this grotto is associated with Our Lady of Lourdes and her apparitions there in the mid-1800s.
The grotto was deemed a sanctuary after her apparitions and is currently considered to be a place of healing powers, which is perfect for our back being friend.
Our Lady of Lourdes first appeared in France to Bernadette Soubirous, who was a young girl of a struggling family, in February of 1858. She was the firstborn of a miller from Lourdes in the department of Hautes-Pyrénées in France, and was a person of great faith, despite threats received after her claims of the apparitions.
This first apparition was in the form of a vision where Our Lady appeared to Bernadette as she was collecting firewood along a riverbank for her mother. Suddenly, she heard rustling from bushes near the Grotto of Massavale, where she investigated what it was, and saw a figure under the appearance of a woman dressed in a white robe with a blue ribbon at her waist and a white veil covering her hair. Said woman had a rosary in her hand, and so Bernadette knelt at her feet and began to pray the rosary.
So we know who Bernadette is and her experience. But what about this woman who has appeared to her?
We know from Bernadette that the woman of these apparitions introduced herself to Bernadette, saying, "I am the Immaculate Conception," who we know refers to Mary, the Mother of God.
Besides appearing to Bernadette 18 times, Our Lady of Lourdes instructed Bernadette to dig the ground near the grotto, where our previously mentioned spring formed. She also told Bernadette to tell the local priests to build a chapel on the apparition grounds, from which we see a basilica dedicated to her being consecrated in 1876.
After these appearances to Bernadette, there have been a counted total of 67 healing-related miracles as of 2006. However, more recent accounts have become rare, with less common knowledge of Our Lady and her significance being the current situation. The last officially recorded miracle by the Catholic Church was where a nun who was paralyzed waist down visited the grotto and after much praying felt energy surging through her body and heard a voice telling her to get up. She was then healed and once again able to walk.
Now that we know who Our Lady of Lourdes is and the positivity and healing she has brought us with her and her apparitions, we should know how to celebrate her. We celebrate her feast day on February 11th, and we can honor her by praying the rosary.
The Grotto of Lourdes holds great spiritual significance and would be an astonishing sight to see. With all of this being said, this is a perfect reason for us to take our injured pal to the Lourdes Spring in France.
And that concludes our episode of Sirs. We'll see you next time.